Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Myles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are live. We are presented by Ice Mountain, and we are back and ready to roll, folks.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Myles.
Tyler?
Hey, Jared.
Howdy.
So this week, let's see. It's not quite Christmas yet. Next week is Christmas, correct?
Yes.
We'll get an episode out before Christmas.
Yep. Busy schedule. Our recording schedule's off, so we're a little out of whack.
Yeah. So, no Christmas. No. Well, actually, today is the last day you can get merchandise. We can get it before Christmas. You got to get that shit.
It is, yeah.
Today, the 18th, correct?
Yeah. I'd probably get it in the 17th, but
they won't be listening to this on the 17th. Oh, night.
That's true. That is.
They have 4 minutes on the 17th to get this
get it in before noon on the 18th, because then I'll have a chance. If Postal Service comes Wednesday and I can't do anything about that. If you do it Wednesday night, the 18th, I won't get it out. Postal Service closed.
So we got all sorts of deals. We got stocking stuffer bundles if they're not gone. We have $5 hats. We have $30 vests. We got just 40 to 70% off the entire site.
We got sub 400 tongs left. Come on now.
So you gotta go check out oubetcha.com. We know you guys are late minute shoppers. You're just like us.
Mm-hmm. I haven't bought a single thing yet.
I know. I'm gonna go down the warehouse, sauce Ryan a $20 bill, and take whatever I need to on December 23rd.
Yeah, I'll give you a
5 p.m.
Give you a penny back.
Yeah. So go check it out, guys. Today I got a little segment for you guys.
Oh.
This one's near and dear to my heart because this is what got me through work in construction. And so the segment today is things that'll get you bullied on the job site. Getting bullied on the job site is not the same as getting bullied in real life, in my opinion.
No.
It's just a rite of passage. It's a way of communicating. It just comes in bullied form. I mean, you know what I mean?
I honestly think that there's different types of bullying on it. Like, you can bully your best friend, and that's how he knows he's your best friend on the job site. If you started actually being nice to him and treating him like a friend, something's wrong.
100%. You're usually start perking up a little bit. So, the number one, well, not number one, these are in no particular order, but something that will get you bullied on the job site, especially our job site, is not knowing the correct name for something. We had, when you're laying a footing, you put rebar inside the footing, and there are these like metal chair things you stick in the ground that keeps the rebar off of the ground. So it ends up going in the middle of the footing and not on the ground. One guy called them stairs instead of chairs. And not only did we let him have it, we never let him forget it. And then, but what's funny is then to make fun of him, we only called them stairs from then on.
And then it became normal.
So now if someone new came out of the job site, they would try to make fun of us for calling them stairs. We would then get mad at them.
What do you think they're called? Chairs?
You'd make fun of him because he wasn't quite in on the bit yet.
Correct.
The best thing about making fun of someone that doesn't know it could be a new guy and he has no reason to know the correct name. You still give him shit for it.
Yeah. And then you just never let him forget it. So.
See, I didn't work on a job site when I was like old enough to be able to give people shit and know that dynamic. But just based off of personal experience, I feel like if someone on the job site is on a diet and they talk about it like at lunch, or they someone brings donuts in and you refuse them because you're like on a diet, you're watching what you eat. No, I feel like you'll get ripped a new one for that.
And I think even a broader stroke of this is if you change anything about yourself, you're gonna get made fun of.
No, I wrote down on my list, making any healthy life choices will immediately get you roasted on the job site.
100%.
Like, oh, hey, you've been running? You fucking loser.
God, you're a pussy for running. Oh, what are you losing weight?
That must be nice to have so much time on your hands. You can go for a jog. I'm too busy grinding my ass off.
You can go running after work because you didn't spend any energy working at work.
You have an apple in your lunchbox?
Did your grandma pack that for you?
So wait, you are drinking water? Why aren't you drinking an energy drink? You know, like who cares if you have kidney stones?
Push him out. Be a man.
Yeah. Work. That was a guy at Jobsite did get kidney stones from drinking too many energy drinks. He was distraught that he's going to have to start drinking water.
Oh, no. And then you give him shit for drinking water, even though it's a medical condition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are you doing? Staying hydrated, pussy?
What if like someone gets a new pair of boots? Do you get shit for wearing a new pair of boots?
That was on my list.
Yes.
New gear.
Any new gear
will instantly get you made fun of.
To your point, though, Ryan, I think new boots are the most bullied new item.
Correct.
You got to scuff those bad boys up before the first day.
But a little piece of advice, kind of like Jared did with his tree attendant, his tree ceremony. If you got new gear, you got to get ahead of it. I specifically remember this one guy got a new, not even a full new tool belt. He just got a new bucket or whatever.
One new pouch.
One new bag or pouch on the side. First thing he said, he come in, I had to get a new one last night because my other one I wore out and was ripping apart.
Got ahead of it.
He just instantly got ahead of it with the exact reason why he did it. He didn't want to do it, but he had to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't want to get new boots, but literally I was getting bunions on my feet from my old shoes, and my doctor told me I had to get new shoes.
They were literally only held together by duct tape. Mm-hmm. So I had to get new boots.
The only time it's okay to have a new shirt is if it's like there was a chili feed for construction workers and they were handing out free shirts.
Yeah.
I remember there was a company in town that would have like a chili feed once a year. And the guys who were not like the guys who had been there for many, many years, and this is what they're doing for their living. And I was kind of just there in college and a year after college. It's all they could talk about for a week and a half
leading up to it.
Yeah. It's like
before and after.
Fuck, should I do Fritos with my chili or maybe some saltines? And then, it's like, fuck, do you think they'll let me get 2 bowls of chili?
Fuck, maybe fucking pregame film sessions for chili.
Yeah, fuck, maybe I should bring a couple roller dogs in my pocket and make a chili dog.
Yeah, and then it's like, fuck,
reports.
What's the quickest route from the job site over there?
Yeah.
Hey, bud, do you think we could get out early for the chili feed?
Yeah.
Schmoozing the boss for an extra 15 minutes of lunch just because of the chili feed. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
I'll go out on a limb and say your dad wasn't attending these chili feeds.
No, God, no.
I didn't think so.
Was he going to any social events with his employees?
Well, the Christmas party.
Oh, yeah. He has to be at that one.
And then I never got to go on an out-of-town job. When they go to out-of-town jobs, they just go to the bar after work.
What's a concrete Christmas party look like?
Well, we used to do it at the Bowler.
Okay.
Good spot.
And I mean, it's just everyone gets to drink for free, so you just get pitchers of beer.
Was Dave just enamored by the amount of Civil War cannonballs that were at the bowling alley?
They ruined this cannonball by putting these holes in it.
Why does this one say 8 on it?
No, I have a video somewhere of Dave bowling at the Christmas party. I got to pull that up.
That's got to go on Patreon.
I just remember one of the guys on the flat crew got really hammered drunk, and it was around the time where the joke, "My name is Jeff," and he just kept saying it and wouldn't stop. And he's like so loud.
Was his name Jeff?
No,
it was after that.
Yeah.
So
you should just start calling him Jeff after that Christmas party. So he couldn't live down how shit faced he got and how annoying he was.
Another thing that gets you bullied on the job site, and it's total bullshit, is asking questions. You ask questions, you're gonna get fucking roasted for it, no matter
You
what.
just need to either get the information from someone telepathically, or you just should fucking know, even if you've never done it before, and it's not a skill that normal people learn. You should just fucking know.
That was kind of like Pheasant on this last weekend. We'd get out and like we weren't really sure what strip we would be walking or like how far down we should go. And you're like, this is classic concrete construction communication.
One guy just starts walking and you just follow him.
Yeah, and
it's not like, we're gonna spread out to the edge over here and then this, and then we're gonna walk west. It's just like one guy starts walking. And then you go and you kind of stand next to him, and then he kind of gives you the look at why you standing so close to me. So you spread out, and then the line starts forming on its own with no. It was also there's two old farmer guys that we hunt with, and they're for town talk like we're working. I don't know what we're doing. That's how they talk. And I witnessed a conversation between them, and the one guy said, "Well, where are we hunting next?" And the other guy just goes, "Over there." And the guy was like, "All right." And like knew exactly where he was talking about. And all he said was "over there." And I was just like, awesome. These guys got it down.
Yeah, how long have they known each other?
They're brothers.
Oh yeah. They can read each other's body language.
Yeah. You would have thought they were twins at this point, just speaking with their mind. That was so funny. Over there. All right. And then he just got in the bus and knew exactly where to drive us.
I just, the whole asking questions thing. I remember like my first week on the roof, I asked where we had these big carts that what you would use to carry the insulation to make the pitch of the roof, right? And I was like, where do I find those carts? They're like, I don't fucking know where to find them. Why don't you go find them yourself? You need me to hold your hand while you go take a fucking piss too? It's like
the tiniest.
Jesus, dude. I'm just trying to do my job.
Yeah, that's the thing. Then it's not only getting pissed when they ask you how to do it. You tell them just to do it, and they do it wrong, and then you get mad at them for doing it wrong.
Yeah.
It's just patented construction behavior.
Well, and also if you go and do something without being asked to do it, you'll also get made fun of for that. It's because like you're kissing the boss.
Yeah, you're overachieving.
Yeah, we used to call that hero mode.
Yeah.
You carry more than 2 boards at one time. Whoa, Superman. Well, you got to go fucking hero mode. The boss isn't even here. Who are you trying to impress?
Trying to make everyone look bad.
Cundiff was patented hero mode guy. And his name, I don't think, was Cundiff. I think we only knew his first name was Billy.
Oh, okay.
So we just called him Billy Cundiff. And then it became Cundiff, and then it became Cundy. So
dangerously close to being Australian.
Yeah. Crocodile Cundy. That guy was crazy. He would work all day with one earbud in, just listen to death metal in one ear.
Hell yeah.
Jeez.
You also, it's on the flip side. You will also get made fun of if you have to be asked to do something. So you'll get made fun of for doing something you weren't asked to do. And you'll also get made fun of for having to be asked to do something. By
anyone, or like the boss asks you to go run an errand?
Anything, yeah.
Because that was, if you got to go drive in the truck at any point during the day, God. You are the laziest piece of shit. Have fucking fun. We're going to do all the work while you're running around.
Paid by the hour.
But we had a point where even like if you had a day off, even for like a funeral, the person wouldn't be there, and we would just walk around. If Tyler wasn't there, I'd be like, "Don't worry, Tyler, we got it."
Not even there,
and he's not even there. Another one I have is doing things very safely, being safe and cautious. I remember we nicknamed a guy OSHA because one time I was cutting rebar without any glasses on, and he came over and offered me his glasses, and I was like, "The fuck are you doing? what are you, OSHA? You're monitoring me cutting rebar? Like, watch your own bobber." And the whole time I worked there, I just called him OSHA the rest of the time.
He's just being such a nice guy.
And that leads to the other one I have is just being nice.
Yeah.
You bullied.
Honestly,
Hey man, I got you a Mountain Dew while I was at the gas station. What, you trying to kiss me?
What do you want to
What do you want to have sex with me? You fucking weirdo.
honestly, anything that improves your life will get you made fun of. Being healthy, safety, being a nice person doesn't fly on the job site.
It just you can't be doing that.
Okay, you want to know one thing that's probably not going to get you bullied on the job site?
What?
Let's say if you bring a fat case of Ice Mountain.
Not only will you not get bullied for that, you'd be the job site hero.
Actually, no, you might get bullied for bringing a case of water because you'll just be like the overhydrated guy. It's like, you don't want to be it's like, well, yeah, I do. If I'm going to get bullied for anything, it's going to be for my water or my body being 95% water.
That's something you should be willing to be bullied for, is caring for the rest of your coworkers and your own body.
Yeah. And it's kind of like a kid who is trying, like his parents are trying to tell him something. He always goes, I know. Like they're not really going to know until later on in life. And, guys on the job site, they might be 40, 50 years old. It might take them till 70 or 80 to realize, you know what? The Ice Mountain guy on the job site that summer, God, he was right.
Yeah, so don't let your body dehydrate and shrivel up. Take it off the chin when you get there. Bring a case of water for everybody.
Yeah.
You might get teased a little bit, but it's going to be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a raisin at 70 years old because you have no hydration in your body. So, guys, Ice Mountain water.com. Go get yourself a case. Get hydrated. Prize picks time. Guys, Myles and Jared are out of the office this week. They did send their picks in. They're on another trip. So we're going to read those off here shortly. But y'all know the drill. Prize Picks app. Sign up with code YBR and you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. So you put $5 in, you play your first $5 lineup, you get 50 back. You don't even need to win your lineup to receive the $50 bonus.
Free money.
It's guaranteed. The only thing free, well, costs you $5 to get the 50.
Yeah, but
so,
it's like who's not going to spend $5 to get $50?
It's like, hey, maybe drive one less mile this week so you can, or 12 less miles if you drive a big old truck like me.
Dig around them couch cushions.
You'll find that $5. Throw it into Prize Picks and fire off that first $5 lineup. Guys, again, code YBR, you get $50 free. And I'll tell you what, you can go, $50 can get you a long way in Prize Picks.
A super long way.
Because Prize Picks now offers 1,000X lineups.
Hell yeah, brother.
Which essentially how you get to the 1,000X is we like to do quarterback or running back 1,000X lineup. You have to use the little 2 arrow circle deal next
toggle it
to its highest red devil. You do 6 of those in a full lineup, and it's more than likely it's going to be the 1,000X. So we're talking, you put that $5 on a 1,000Xer.
I put $20 to win 20 grand on a 1,000Xer.
It again, they don't make it easy to hit 1,000Xers, nor should they.
Yeah.
It's very tough, but if you know sports and you like firing on sports, Prize Picks is going to be the app for you. And we are here to give you our You Bet Your Radio lineup of the week.
Ride with us.
You can ride with us. You can die with us. Last week was tough.
It was tough.
A really tough
week.
We did
not win.
I think we came out like $6 ahead.
As a group, not on our YBR one.
Correct. Yeah. We send, we'll like to trickle in pretty much everyone in the studio sends a lineup on Sunday mornings that we don't put in the You Bet Your Radio episode.
Hey, we won $2 off of mine.
I think we won 4 or something off of mine, $4.20.
Yeah.
$4.20.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into this week's YBR lineup. Guys, we're going to hit one of these eventually, and I hope that you're a part of it when we do. Let's start it off. I'll start it off with mine. I have Kirk Cousins more than 233.5 passing yards. Tyler, what do you got?
I got Cameron Dicker, the kicker, more than 7.5 kicking points. I'm undefeated on kicking points. I don't think people know that, but
okay.
I am.
Yeah, I'm not a big sacks guy.
Yeah, the sack didn't hit for me last week. So.
The sack didn't hit for you last week, and then Jared had one last night that didn't hit either.
I had one last night that did hit, but nothing else hit. I had a Jonathan Grenard sack. Anyway,
yeah.
Jared texted his in. He's got Derrick Henry more than 87.5 rushing yards.
Probably a pretty, that's Jared's hot. He gets hot.
He does.
He gets hot.
He was off last week. He's in this week on Derrick Henry. Myles sent a video in, so we'll just play that video right meow.
All right, this week for Prize Picks, I got Josh Allen, 247.5 pass yards, more than. Guy is on a heater. I think he's going to keep it going in New England, so 247.5. Hammer the more.
Okay. Josh Allen, more than 247.5. Him and Jared Goff went off.
That was a fun-ass game.
Josh and Goff did go off.
Mm-hmm.
Bills ended up pulling through. I like 247.5 more than. Myles on a super cold streak. He's got to pull one out of his ass here
He's
soon.
due.
Okay, so to recap our YBR lineup of the week, Kirk Cousins more than 233.5 passing yards, Cameron Dicker more than 7.5 kicking points, Josh Allen more than 247.5 passing yards, and Derrick Henry more than 87.5 rushing yards. Guys, it's gotta be our week eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be our week. So ride with us, die with us. Prize Picks code YBR. Go get it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're the first guy to take your shirt off every day in the summer just because you're like kind of in shape, you would get so much shit for that.
We weren't allowed to take ours off, but I'm sure you're right. We would absolutely rip into somebody if he's like,
Why couldn't you take your shirt off?
corporate. We were a bigger company.
Oh.
Like, yeah,
Image.
we had pretty strict safety officers too, so we would always talk shit to them. So yes, being the safety officer, we hate it because we'd have to tie off. We're flat roofers. We don't need to fucking tie off. We're not on a pitch.
Yeah.
We didn't have that issue. We would, as soon as it gets hot out, you pop that sucker off. You're in a hole. There's no wind down there.
True. I would get so much shit on a construction site if I was working. If I worked for your dad, I'd cry and run home.
How long would you last, do you think?
I mean, I'd last the whole. I would outlast everybody else. That's just my personality.
Well, no. So the problem would be is if you show that you can't take the joke,
Correct.
you then become the largest target on the job site. And so Ryan would get defensive about something he shouldn't be getting defensive about, and then it would just be game over.
I don't know if it.
You can't show any weakness out there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go into defensive mode. I think I would just like double the amount of, let's say, trash talk that I was getting. So like if someone does something to me, I'm a revenge guy. I'm notorious for doing something 2
But
to
it
10x
wouldn't be
more.
in like a ha-ha banter way. You would be like, oh, he's actually mad at me. And that would be your downfall.
Because people like
Okay.
You just can't show ever that. But you also, unless you can't ever show you got mad at someone for making fun of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, a guy can't take a joke. Like, what a
Fucking 2-ply.
Yeah. You go cry to the boss.
Oh, that's another thing that'll get you made fun of. Being related to the boss.
That is true. That is true. I didn't get it too bad, but I know they were saying tons of shit behind my back.
We worked with my crew had the boss's kid, and it was just anytime he said anything, yes, sir, boss's son, sir.
I like
I
that.
bet he loved that.
He did.
God, what were you saying?
Taking a shirt off, I'd be fucked if I worked on a construction site.
revenge.
Oh, what I was gonna say is
Revenge.
we actually used to. It wasn't that he put sunscreen on, but how much and how often one guy put sunscreen on, we kind of bullied him for.
Hey, trying
Because
to
he would like get down the hole and his skin would just be white because he also like wouldn't rub it in very good.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
No, he was a ginger, so I guess I get it, but I mean, roll the dice
Yeah,
once in a while.
Are you being racist to gingers right now?
I don't know. Am I?
Racially insensitive?
I don't know. I guess.
Nobody likes gingers.
Yeah, it's fine. Guys put on way too much fucking sunscreen, loser.
Jared, what would you get bullied for at the old trailer shop?
I was thinking like landscaping, but I think
Oh, well, yeah, or whatever.
I was if you're just the youngest, you'll get bullied.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's it, pretty much.
Just your age.
Because you also just always end up doing the shit jobs
Right.
just by seniority.
Mm-hmm. It's like a college kid, like, oh, are you going to college? You know, shit like that. Getting educated.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I bet the week leading up to like the college summer help going back to school. I mean, it's just no mercy against them.
The first week and the last week, because that's when I worked on the roof. It was in between summers every year during college, and it was, well, how was your vacation? Oh, can't wait! You're getting out of here when we do all the hard jobs, just like shit like that. And then the foreman would be like, how come you can't figure it out? You got a college education.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, Rich?
The one thing that we had going for us when we'd show up in the summer is that my dad wouldn't hire anyone else because he knew we were coming. So the guys that were working full time there were just strapped.
So they were just pumped up.
They're having to do all of they're doing the same amount of work, but they were having to do it all. So they wouldn't have to do as much work. So they kind of like that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else, Jared?
I had something like with the food, like the healthy lunch, like especially because I had a foreman that would go out to eat for lunch every day, like McDonald's or whatever. And like if you brought your own lunch, like, oh, you brought your own lunch today, type of thing.
Well, yeah, it's like the group is going to Pizza Ranch and you say, no, I brought a lunch. It's like
throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put that in the fridge and eat it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like it's an egg salad sandwich and it's been in my hot car all day.
Thanks, Scott.
Would you
Also,
guys
who's eating an egg salad sandwich?
dude, egg salad is fire.
Dude, I like egg salad.
No, I know, but you bringing that for work?
Yeah, it's an insane thing to keep in a cooler in a hot summer day.
Do you guys eat lunch at the job site or do you go back to the shop?
No, God,
Okay.
if we went back to the shop for no reason, my dad would have been pissed.
They were super strict about us. We would leave if it was a restaurant really close, but they were super strict about the 30-minute lunch break. Like if you were a minute over, it's coming out of your paycheck.
Yeah.
1 minute over, you're getting paid how much an hour?
I think I was getting 14 or 15.
Well, let's just say
$15.
Say $60 an hour. You then you just get $59 that hour.
So you divide that by 4, so you lost 25 cents for being a minute late.
Right, but they would just still get
stomach.
They would just get pissed at us.
And if you have a coupon to the place you're going out for lunch, then
you basically
save that
made
25
money.
cents. Yeah.
Yeah, or if it's a free chili feed, you actually made money.
Yeah. Well, you should be like, well, fuck. I took a 29-minute lunch yesterday. You tell me I can't take a 31-minute lunch today.
We had a kid on the roof. He sits down. We were roofing a dog food plant in Perm, huge ass roof, and he kind of like goes off by himself to eat his lunch. And we're like, "Where are you fucking going?" He's like, "Oh, nowhere." And he comes and sits back down by us, eats his lunch, and then he pulls a book out of his cooler.
No.
And starts to read his book. And we call him Dr. Seuss for the rest of the summer. I completely forgot about that until you brought up lunch.
Oh my God. That is a great thing to get bullied for.
Mental sweat.
Yeah,
like,
God, if anyone would have pulled out a book on lunch break, oh my God.
He's just trying to better his life with the little bit of free time he gets during the day. And I like reading, but God, did he get ripped apart for that book. And I'll admit, I was a pack animal. I jumped right in on the bullying.
You were reading books.
The guy basically asked for it.
He did.
Yeah.
He's a musical theater major.
Read the roof.
Read the roof.
He's a musical theater guy.
So he got a lot of shit for that too.
Just because you're a musical theater doesn't mean you got to read books on your lunch break.
And he's a music teacher now, but it's like he was so old. He's like, read the roof, buddy. That's the first week one. He's like, I'm going to be a music teacher when I finish college. It's going to be so much fun. And all these gruff, old, degenerate bastards are just like, what the hell?
That's also the same thing. Like if you have anything outside of work that you're proud of, instantly made fun of. We would have made fun of that guy about music stuff the whole time he worked there.
Yep. But props to him. He did stick it out the whole summer. We had a whole betting pool on how long he would last. He made it the whole time.
Yeah. Can't have hobbies.
You
or
have
interests.
to. That's the only way to get back at the people giving you shit. You have to just keep showing up. I mean, really, it is.
Yeah. You're like girlfriends, like, why do you work? Go get a different job somewhere else. It's like, no, they make fun of me. And you're like, yeah, go get another job. Like, no, if I get another job, they fucking win.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stay miserable just so they can also be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
The second I leave, they're gonna be happy.
You win bets on me.
So, yeah, just it's not bullying's a bad word for it. It's more razzing.
Yeah.
It's just a goof, you know. Making fun of a guy for having a lifelong dream of being a music teacher isn't bullying. It's just razz.
Poking fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like, some guy like has dreams to do like get a good job, whatever. And they're getting shit from the guy who's been working concrete for fucking 20 years straight. That's the type of shit I would use back in response if I was getting shit on a job site.
Not get you any favors.
I know it would be like oil and water.
Yeah.
Is that the right phrase?
Yeah.
Aggregate?
Yep.
They don't mix.
Oil and water do not
BP.
mix. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of this goes into our next segment, boys, and it's kind of very similar. But a question I have for you guys is: what are things that you wish were socially acceptable? Right, on a job site, I wish it was socially acceptable to throw an apple in your lunchbox once in a while, but it's just not.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think was something that you wish was socially acceptable?
I mean, an easy one for me. I wish picking your nose was socially acceptable.
What's going on with
dude.
you?
that's a
Fucking
good one.
take
Because
my.
it's like it's so much easier to get a dry, deep one out with your finger than it is.
Well, so here's a question. So my kid, Ann, bought this little tool thing that has different ends on it that you can use to like pick your kid's nose
Mhm.
to get a deep booger out. He hates it, by the way.
It tickles.
But if I brought that in and we were in a meeting and I just started picking my nose with that, is that socially acceptable?
I don't think so. If I did that, it'd be like the construction. You'd start giving me shit. If I was just sticking something up my nose right now.
So what if I took a Kleenex and put it on like a ghost costume and then stuck my finger in my nose? Is that socially acceptable? Because I've seen people do that.
I don't think so.
No,
I think
it's not, which is fucked because it should be.
I think if your whole nail enters your nose, I think that's socially
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Right. The
See,
only thing that's like you can maybe get by with these.
That's
The
my
thumb.
patented mood. I just do that. I've done it on this podcast. You just take the old thumb, and for whatever reason, it's better. It just looks like you're itching.
Yep.
Why is the thumb socially acceptable?
Well, it's not a
the
it's not a finger.
Because you can't really see it going
That's
up
true.
into your
That
nose.
is true.
Yeah, if it was just like,
It could be a scratch. Yeah.
you know,
Side profile.
It's like it's a way better way to remove boogers that are not snot.
I also think like we have toilets, right? So you just
We do.
stand there and piss in them. Why don't we just have like a bucket that you snot rocket into?
No.
Like you can do it in the garbage, but like have a designated snot rocket area.
They used to have
and make
spittoons.
that socially acceptable. Because nothing's better than a snot rocket.
Yeah, outside.
I do it in the shower every single morning and gets pissed, but it feels so good afterwards.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also nothing worse than a failed snot
Oh,
rocket.
yeah.
Like he gets caught and it's
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like on your
dangling.
beard. And you're like, well, I guess I got to wash my face again.
Yep.
So I gotta go back in the shower.
I think it should be more socially acceptable to wear Velcro shoes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like
Hell yeah.
a Velcro shoe does the same thing as a laces shoe. What happened? When Velcro, I'm guessing Velcro was invented before the string or after the string. And why weren't people like, oh my God, this is advancement in technology? The same way we said AI is going to take us to the next level. When Velcro was invented, why did we not go, these shoes are going to take us to the next level? We're going to have so much extra time that we don't have to tie our shoes that we can get back now.
I bought a pair of Velcro shoes in high school, but it was a joke. I did it as a joke because I'm like, look how stupid these are. I'm wearing them. Haha. But they were actually great.
Awesome.
And they were like $9 from Walmart.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, and now there's like a measurement in kids of like at what age do they learn how to tie their shoes?
What age do you get out of Velcro shoes? I think I bullied you one time, Jared, for having Velcro shoes.
I was till second grade.
I know. And looking back now, I regret that I bullied you for that.
Is this an apology?
This is not an apology.
Yeah.
Or a backpedal.
You fell into the social norm.
It's just what I would call a perspective moment. I've changed my perspective on this.
Okay.
And I'm starting to think you were doing it right. What do we need laces for?
It's hard.
Kids could like put their own shoes on and like tighten them so much quicker in age if they use Velcro than tying them.
I think, it's just I'm just showing off because I can tie shoes.
Right. It's like I don't need to know all these nautical ties for my shoes.
Exactly. And you guys have seen me. I'm a notorious I hate tying my shoes guy.
Do you still just golf with your shoes untied?
I've never tied my golf shoes.
I think that's crazy. How do they not fall off?
Golf is all mental. So if mentally I'm uptight with my shoes, I'm going to be mentally uptight with my golf game. So if I'm loosey-goosey down low, up tops, I'm going to be loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and honestly, when your shoes are untied, how often do you actually trip?
Correct.
It never really happens.
Well, even if your shoes are unvelcroed, you're not going to step on the Velcro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't understand where we went wrong as a society. That we just held laces to the highest standard.
Right. You just waste so much time tying your shoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, and now like sports shoes, like baseball cleats, football shoes, they have laces and then Velcro over the top
to cover up the laces. The wrestling shoes have that too.
Correct.
Well, and the other thing, like, if you're a fat guy like I was, like 60 pounds heavier, tying your shoes is the hardest thing you have to do during the day. It's like every time I would tie my shoes, I'd be like, well, I guess God does give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And fucking bend down and all the blood would be in my face.
Yeah.
Back would hurt.
Get up too quick.
Couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
You get up, I'd have to take a break from sitting down tying my shoes just so I could catch my breath.
You gotta go lay down.
Yeah, I had to go lay down after I tie my shoes.
I don't know if I actually have a pair of shoes that I untie when I take them off. So like these shoes haven't been untied since I bought them.
Yeah, they don't have a tongue too, which helps. It's kind of just
that
like
helps.
Kind of sock.
But even like my Travis Matthew ones, I don't untie those.
Yeah, just boots for me. I guess
just boots.
My golf shoes, I tie and untie every time.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
My tennis shoes, absolutely not.
I'm now to the age where I'm like, I don't want to ruin my pair of shoes by stepping into them.
Yeah. No, I get
heel
it.
stomp.
I get it.
I did that as a kid. My mom would get pissed at me because I'd
Yeah.
ruin all my shoes by doing that.
I think even like light up shoes should be acceptable.
My kids are very into light up shoes.
No, like even at our age.
I don't think.
I don't know if I'm
those.
fully on board with that. I mean,
What if you're at a movie theater?
You guys,
Are you tap dancing while you're watching movies or what?
It's scary.
now the question is why don't they do light up running shoes for people who like running at night instead of wearing all the reflective gear?
That's a good point, actually.
Like those are the people who
That's
should
a
have
good
light
point.
up
You know?
shoes is people who are running at
Because
night.
they make like shirt clips for them that are like a light.
Or just don't run at night. How about?
How about
What are you
don't
trying
run?
to prove?
It's so dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that we really missed it. It was like inventing the space rocket and being like, nah, it's not very cool to go to space. Let's not fucking go to the moon. Instead, let's go to Chicago. Hang out there.
Yeah.
It's like when they invented the plane, like, I'm good with driving.
I'll ride my horse across the sea. It's like, what?
Devil's advocate though, Velcro can wear out quicker than I think laces. And Velcro that doesn't work is pretty frustrating.
But you could make it to where you could replace the Velcro straps. Like,
But
you
just
can
think, if
replace
we
the
would have
laces.
focused on Velcro, we would have invented Velcro that doesn't wear out.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'd have a leveled up Velcro.
We haven't.
Yeah.
There's no need. We don't use it except on
That's what I'm saying.
backpacks.
Yeah. And hunting gear for some reason. Why are we using Velcro on hunting
It's so
gear?
loud.
It's so
Lunch
loud.
boxes.
Sika, no Velcro.
It would be nice if they invented soundless Velcro. Then
There's a really good video.
something that like, and then the Velcro, like you have a way to secure it. It doesn't, it just is silent. You have a way to secure it that you actually can like pull it even tighter.
So there's a really good video of a military guy.
And then
Oh, I missed the bit. I missed it hard.
I
missed it so hard.
I was trying to figure out what direction he was going with that.
I just really wanted to
I
tell
was
you
going to
about my
hammer it
video.
home again. And then all you have to take 2 fingers. You take one and you just pull and it all comes undone and you can take your shoe off.
I feel stupid. I never miss those bits.
You know those ice armor jackets we have for ice fishing?
Uh-huh.
The magnets on those,
Elite.
those are awesome.
Yeah, I've seen some strong fucking magnets. Why aren't we magneting our shoes tight?
Yeah, magnets are better than the snap buttons. Imagine
like,
basketball rip-off pants with magnets instead.
Because Velcro, it's like why can't you just put a magnet at the end of the strap, and then
That is
It
true.
Can't walk on metal floors then.
Yeah, good luck at TSA. I suppose
that is
suppose
true.
you do take
shoes
your
off,
shoes
though.
off.
Unless you got
Unless
pre-check
you got pre-check like me.
or clear like me.
You got clear?
No, I got pre-check.
I was going to say that's a waste of time. You're flying out of the Fargo airport.
Yeah.
You're using that maybe once every decade.
Nah, I got
You
pre-check.
tell everybody about it once you use it.
Yeah. You heard about that new thing, Clear? Ryan, what do you think? What do you wish was socially acceptable besides light up shoes?
Flicking people off.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because like flicking people off is it's the nonverbal way of yelling the F word
It also
or calling someone the F word.
the way you flip someone off matters, right? So if Tyler says something to me, say something to me that I probably won't like.
Learn to tie your shoes, Myles.
It's way different than go ahead.
Learn to tie your shoes, Myles. That's true.
It's way different.
Yeah.
The one's socially acceptable, the other one's not.
And also, like, if you flick someone off and you can't see the middle knuckle of the other fingers, like if it's like this, like that to me is not a manly way to. You got to see those middle knuckles.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's hard to do.
that's
To
how
me,
flop,
this is
that's
like
how
a see
flops
you
would,
later.
That's how flops would flick you off. You'd go like this.
Just looks Italian.
Yeah, he literally would just go like this. Fucking never extend his finger all the way.
If you really want to shove it up somebody's ass, you put pinky and thumb up too at the same time.
In their ass?
No, when you flick them off.
Oh,
Put your
he said if you really want to shove it up someone's ass, you use the middle and ring.
yeah,
You
contact.
did.
Yeah, I did say that.
Clip
I did say that. Yeah.
Isn't that Dane Cook call that the super finger? Isn't that his whole bit? Is like his logo was that?
I have no idea.
I think it was.
Dane Cook, 20 minutes.
Jared, what do you think should be socially acceptable?
Telling people you don't want a small talk, I think should be social.
100%. Also, in the same vein, not having to explain yourself for saying no. Right?
Agreed.
Ask me if I want to do something, Jared.
Do you want to go ice skating later?
No. And
Like,
That was top of mind.
and instead it would be like, wow, I don't know. I gotta do it. It's like if you now know where I stand.
Mhm.
or you just say like,
Very
yeah,
firm.
I think let me call my wife, or let me ask my wife real quick when I get home, so that you don't have to tell them no face to face. You can text them no.
Yeah, my wife's not feeling.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
a former employee of this company that asked me if I wanted to do something one weekend, and I just said, I don't really want to, no. And it was the most liberating thing I've done.
God, that had to have
It
felt
felt
good.
great,
I know
I
what you're
bet.
talking about.
For like 3 seconds, I felt bad, and then after that, I felt so good.
I'm gonna start doing that on this pod. I'm gonna start telling you guys how I feel.
So you've been lying this whole time?
You know? I'm gonna stop beating around the bush and I'm just gonna start letting you guys have it.
I have a hard time saying no. And I think that's why I always got so much shit going on.
You want to help me move next weekend?
No, not really.
How good did that feel?
I think it also, like with us, I feel like you're pretty good at saying no. But as soon as it's someone you don't know that well, I feel like you are really bad at it. Like I feel like I'm a little bit the opposite. Like if Tyler's like, want to help me move, I'm going to entertain it more.
You're going to pretend like you might say yes for a little bit and then say no.
But if it's like someone I don't know, I'm be like, I
hardly know you.
First of all, you never invited me to your house regular. Now you're inviting me over to help you move out of it.
Can I just have the bill, please?
Tyler, would you ever ask him to help you move?
No.
Yeah, right.
I help you guys move in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You borrowed my trailer.
That's true.
Yeah, that's very true.
Good point.
That's very true.
Which I'm pulling a classic Midwest right now. I have not given the trailer back.
I wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have said anything.
No, I want it back.
But now I really want it back.
I'll bring it back tomorrow.
Oh yeah. If you don't, what happens?
You won't know. So.
Well, he's got to dispose of all the shit that was in the back if he doesn't bring it back
take
tomorrow.
it to the dump.
I already piled it up for you.
Yeah, but it's in the warehouse, so it's in the way.
It was already in the warehouse.
It's in the way of all the tongs.
But it was hidden though. Now it's taking a mental space of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Can't touch it.
It's also just an eyesore, Tyler.
It is.
It's the only thing in that warehouse that's an eyesore. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
That trailer was actually
like an eyesore thumb.
Dilapidated wood.
I don't know what that means.
It's like rotting.
Yeah. What's your point?
I said it was an eyesore. What else do you want from me?
So now we have dilapidated wood that's visible in the warehouse. So when I'm giving,
had it in the trailer.
When I'm doing my Tuesday, Thursday tours for people coming in, checking things out, now they have to look at that.
It's like a brewery tour, and you like
who's doing that?
Everyone's promised 2 beers, and they come and look at the warehouse.
Yeah, I did every Tuesday, Thursday at noon. I give tours.
To who?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Well, it's because you guys never come down there.
We don't work down there.
He's bullshitting, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan's buddies just like came over every Tuesday.
Not buddies, it's Chamber of Commerce.
You can't say no.
If he had tours listed, on eBay.
Chamber of Commerce.
Come down there. What are you guys doing? Oh, we paid tickets. You paid to do this?
Yeah, everyone gets 10 shots on the golf simulator. And then I tell them where the pickleball court is eventually going to go.
Well, yeah, you have like a foam core easel with a how they like always like when a bank's going up and they have like the picture of the rendering what's gonna be there.
Yep.
You just have one of those sitting there with our pickleball set up.
It just says coming soon.
Yep. Just start doing that. Actually, like in my house, there's like I've been there for how many years? There's like bare walls that we just never hung anything on it. I should just put like art coming soon on a piece of paper.
Like a 3D.
You know what else is super funny? Like on construction sites where they don't have that sign, we just make our own with a ridiculous business.
Yeah, or just
start putting them.
Yeah,
there.
just like Google a rendering of like this exotic looking building, print it out, or they like print blueprints out and put it up on a sign. That would be a great.
And we should do that across the street because we know the guy that's building the building across the street.
Just put a rendering of like a big ass water park. Imagine you'd get the town talking immediately.
Yeah, or just like a strip club or something.
Yeah.
Get people like calling City Hall.
Coming soon, Alley Cats nightclub.
Coming spelled different.
Yeah, coming soon. You and your buddies at Alley Cats.
That would be a great prank, actually.
Yeah.
Especially like in a small community, just putting an absurd business in there. It's like I feel like in like Minneapolis, like people would just drive. They'd be like, whatever. We're in a fucking strip club here, whatever. But in a small town, it'd be like, my kids ride bike past that. We'll be ride bike past the strip club. That would be a very, very funny prank. That's like a whole TikTok series. Someone should make their page.
That'd be great.
Where they just change the sign on what's going where.
And you could probably get a print like that. I don't know what are those signs are usually like what 3x8 or 3x6.
Probably like a couple $100 for like a foam core one.
Yeah, just tape it over the existing one.
Yeah,
and you just get someone to sponsor the sign. Like they get their logo at the bottom corner, even if it's not.
Well, then
relevant.
you could double whammy it and just like make up a construction name that's super inappropriate.
There you go.
Pipe Layers Incorporated.
Fake phone number.
Mm-hmm. Or a real phone number would also.
Yeah, and then play the voicemail like on TikTok or something.
Yeah, new dog park coming, or yeah. Doggy daycare is called Pound Town.
All right. Well, should we take a break?
Oh.
All right, guys. Last week we reacted to our wives' Patreon episode. So if you're interested to see what we had to say about what our wives had to say, go check out last week's Patreon, patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio. Check it out. We also got to start thinking about the next goal.
Yep.
What's some of the stuff we can come up with?
Go to the lab.
So it's a good episode. Go check it out on Patreon. Speaking of our wives, guys,
Segue.
the next segment is
We love them.
We love you, wives.
We love them.
Do.
We love
Dearly.
We love your wives. We love our wives for what they do for our family. They take care of our kids or our tree, in Jared's case.
Yeah.
Or fish.
Or your fish.
Well, not anymore, but
I guess she may be. Anyways. But there's just maybe some certain things that, you talk about happy wife, happy life. There's just some certain things you may not want to tell your wife to ensure happy wife, happy life. So, Tyler, what is something that you think people should not tell their wife?
One thing we should for sure not tell our wives is how long golf actually takes.
Yes.
what is going on here?
Ryan, I'm starting to think that you were not taking your ideas. You just say that.
Yeah.
No, I shit you not.
Anyways, 100%.
We can't let them know that it actually takes us. I don't even know if I want to say it on
No,
here in
don't
case
say
the
it.
wives
You
are-
can't. Yeah.
I think we need to up the ante, though. I think we need to start saying that, like, they passed a new law in the USGA that all golf courses need to be 27 holes now.
Yeah.
27 holes,
like-
and there's been a pace of play crisis, so they've spread tee times out further.
Yeah, and it's like it's like they won't even let me pay for 18 holes anymore, let alone 9.
You can't pay for 20. You can't pay for anything but 27.
Well, and every round of golf comes with a free burger and a beer, so I'm not going to waste that. I have to go have that after my round.
Yeah.
It's part of the feat. Yeah. it's
Like,
part of it.
why would I go home and waste money and eat supper there when I get this free burger
It's
and
like
beer?
the free chili feed.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Jared?
Then like we could put fake renderings like on your wise way to work. 27.
Yeah.
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 Future home of the 27 hole loop.
You're like,
And then we can come up with some bullshit name like Willow Creek.
Whispering
Yeah.
willows.
What's it?
Whispering Willow Creek.
There's one pine tree, Lone Pine Golf Course.
Yeah. She's like, this lot is 5 acres big.
There's
How the fuck
so
are
many
they gonna
holes.
get
5-acre links.
Yeah. Well, like it's like 9 holes is underground. That's maybe good. It's like fuck. They couldn't get any more land, so they just had to go vertical or
Well,
go down.
Well, that's
Everyone
where
knows the first 9 is on the simulator.
also that piece of land's where the clubhouse is at. Then they bus you over to the actual
Mhm.
course.
That's why we have carts.
Yeah. It's a bit of a drive.
She's like, wait, you take a bus to the course, and she just finds out you're just around a party bus. You weren't even golfing.
Why is there glitter on your shirt?
Hey, it's not a bad idea though.
No.
Being like, yeah, they now just you have to do 27. It's this crazy thing.
yeah, it's not bad at all.
Otherwise, it's like
Because they're
They'll
like,
take your
hey,
clubs.
you can't ever get a tee time. Well, I can every time. You just gotta tell your wife if you can't get a tee time, you're still going out with the boys.
Yeah, we're still going. Let's go golfing.
People can't get tee times. So instead of like trying to make everyone play faster, let's make everyone play slower and just have less tee times. Then people will get disinterested.
Yeah.
Not us.
No, God, no.
I don't know.
We like to slow
the
things
longer
down.
you just talk and explain stuff, I feel like my wife just tunes me out. So I feel like if I just had a long explanation about the 27 holes, she just would buy it.
And then eventually you finish it off with, anyway.
It's the
and then it's done. Then it's done.
You got to at least make sense for the first half of it until she tunes you out. And then you can just ramble.
Yeah.
Filibuster your way through it.
Now, this next one, I actually don't feel this way, but it's a cautionary tale.
Get ahead of it.
Because I was thinking in my head, it's like I actually don't feel this way, but either way, I'm kind of fucked in this one anyways. So I'll just say it. You can't tell your wife that your mom's cooking is better than hers.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're money, dude. Because even now, Tyler, if you're like, oh, my mom used to make this dish and it was so good,
she can't be pissed.
Well, yeah, she's like, oh, that's so cute that you have that memory with your mom. You know,
well,
you're in a win-win there.
I can say
I'm
grandma.
gonna lose because now my mom's gonna listen to this and be like, you don't think my cooking's better than Ann's?
You're so lucky, Tyler.
Yeah, you are so. You are. I envy you.
Because I could say grandma, but she knows grandma's better at cooking.
That's good to
yeah.
But you just I don't know. I just think about Everybody Loves Raymond. That show was the whole premise was pretty much the wife versus the mother-in-law, and it just you don't want to mix it up. You know, if you want your wife to improve cooking, that's not the way to do it. It's go on a podcast and tell everyone how dry the chicken is.
Hey, it did improve.
Also, I'm never.
Yeah.
Mind.
If you want to improve your wife's cooking,
You can
start a podcast.
We've reacted at this point.
And do it passive aggressively. Don't say it to her face.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that no one brought up the dried chicken on Patreon.
I know.
Or did they? And you just didn't put that question in.
I didn't put the question in.
But did somebody?
Yeah, it was asked from patrons.
Okay.
I just didn't pick
It wouldn't have got a reaction because she knew about it.
What we could do is we could do like a once a month segment where one of our wives comes on the podcast and we ask them a few questions. And then first one up is Tyler's wife. We got to ask her about the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
We could call it the wife hot seat. Something like that.
The hot wife seat. Well, that'll be my wife's episode.
Oh my God. My wife's gorgeous. She's not hot. I'm not a fucking scumbag.
No, it'd be a great
my wife's gorgeous and wife material. It's not some college sorority chick. Okay. Jesus, Ryan, you pig.
A little respect.
The cooking thing would be a good opener on like a dating app like Tinder or whatever. It'd be like, just know that 10 years down the road, my mom's cooking will still be better than yours.
Yeah, that's good. Get out in front of it.
You're already
It's like you're that worried. It's like you just list them off. You know, it's like everything we're about to say, just put in your Tinder profile off the bat.
Yeah.
Like you're never going to cook better than my mom. Golfing takes 6 hours. And it's 27 holes. And then whatever Ryan's going to say. What's the next one?
Fuck.
He was going to say every one that we said.
Yeah.
So he's
Jared, what do you got?
Can't tell your wife about past relationships, nor do you want to.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you can tell them, but just don't.
It has to come up. It has to come up naturally. In the sense of like maybe you see them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you see an ex-girlfriend in the wild, it's okay to be like, hey, that's my ex-girlfriend. But to be like bringing her up.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's just strange.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like,
it's weird.
Your wife has like eucalyptus in the diffuser or something. And you're like, God, Jenny used to always have eucalyptus in the diffuser. She's like, who the fuck's Jenny? She's like, well, that's my ex-girlfriend.
Ryan, you don't have this problem. You've never dated anyone else, have you?
Like an ex-girlfriend for me would have been like 8th or 9th grade. So
yeah, then in Tinder profile, I don't have any ex-girlfriends. If that's a red flag, so be it.
Yeah.
Subi.
It's what it is.
If it makes my flag red, I don't want to be
I don't
green.
have any ex-girlfriends. And if you asked me, I would say no. It's in the profile.
Third line dog.
So yeah, I mean that's like that would be the immediate like turn out like red flag for me if they're like or like if they were talking about their ex's family.
That'd be weird.
You know what I mean?
Or
that happens sometimes. Like I feel like we've had bellied up callers saying like, we broke up, but I'm still really good friends with her dad. And you're like, well, how is that going to go when you're dating someone else?
With his dad.
I can see it. I could see it with like a brother.
Can I still go?
I can see it with the brother.
With your dad.
It's the whole premise.
Throwback beers on that cannon. Anyway, this is a little preview.
Sorry, circle back quick. So who's a better cook, Ann or your mom?
They each have their strengths and weaknesses.
That's such a good answer.
So
They each have their strengths and weaknesses. And now they're starting to share recipes, which now it's like if I can get them to just only share recipes and they kind of just their style melds together, then it's like I don't even have to pick sides anymore,
Yeah, but the thing about sharing recipes too is like your mom sends Ann a recipe, like Ann's got to follow it to a T, exactly how your mom did in order for it to taste the same.
Well, no, they don't do that. They say they followed it to a T, but then they like improved on it, and then everyone's like, "God, this is really good," and the mother-in-law's like, why is everyone think this is better than mine? What she didn't do the recipe that I gave her.
Skip the step. Too much butter in.
I would say okay, and I don't really know if I believe this, but I'll say within reason, like your kid when your kids want to tell you something, but they preface it with "Don't tell mom." I don't feel like I'm going to tell mom.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't narc on your kids.
Correct.
To your wife.
I mean, unless the kid's like
again within
doing
reason.
drugs.
Yeah.
Yes, within reason.
Dad, I hit somebody on the way to school and drove away.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't tell mom. I'm like, I gotta tell her.
That's a hit and run. Buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Your Uncle Ryan may do that a lot, but
That's 3 to 5.
I haven't hit and run anybody.
I mean,
light poles.
You've only told us about one light pole. We don't know how many else are out there.
No, I told Jared about when I rubbed his back end.
How many fender benders you getting into?
Well, you can't just say you rubbed Jared's back end like that either.
Exactly.
I didn't catch that, Ryan. First, you're really shoving it up people's ass. Now you're rubbing it.
I'm all about the rear ends, baby.
Now I'm just gonna assume anytime he's driving his wife's car that he hit a light pole, and he's just saying like, "Oh no, she needed the truck for something."
Dude, you backed into the basketball hoop in the warehouse.
Yeah, but
We have a basketball hoop?
the little
The
like
toddler
the hot
basketball
shot thingy.
Oh, yeah.
You hit that?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you, Tyler.
Now, in my defense, I was trying to get around your stupid fucking table tennis.
Well, in my defense, I was fucking distracted by the burning vehicle in front of me.
Yeah, that is a very good excuse, even though you couldn't see it from that spot.
See all the lights though.
You can see the smoke, I suppose.
I thought it was at
And
night.
where there's smoke, there's fire.
There's Ryan's college buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's how you build trust with your kids. Is they tell you not
secrets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When someday when she's like, I don't get it. Why is our kid? Why does you think you're why is you're the favorite parent? Be like,
Can't tell you.
tell you. But because of all the stuff I didn't tell you, you are a fucking gossip queen.
Chatterbox.
Airing out his business to everyone. You'd be posting it on Facebook.
Yeah. It's in today's age. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there
little Timmy has been wetting the bed since forever. He's now 12. And is anyone have any tips?
Let me walk you through little
What a
Timmy's potty
nightmare.
training journey.
Yeah. Yeah, he had trouble aiming because it kind of curves at the end. And so you're like, Jesus Christ, it's way too much information.
A lot of angry teenagers coming up.
Just like his dad. Yeah, and then the dad gets roped on it. And then I found out that his dad actually had the same issue. What the fuck?
One time I was sharing recipes with his mom and I found out his dad had the same issue as a kid.
It's written in the recipe book.
Do you think there's anything like if your buddy tells you something, is there anything that your buddy would tell you that you probably you wouldn't want to tell your wife?
So here's the thing. There's nothing that he tells me usually that I wouldn't want to tell her. I'm just not telling her.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, not on purpose. I'm just not telling her. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Because like my best friend and his girlfriend moved in together and Becca, like 4 or 5 weeks after I knew, like, did you know so-and-so is moving in with so-and-so? I'm like, yeah. She's like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like,
it's
I
the
don't
classic.
know.
Why didn't you like, yeah. And if I were
You
to,
never asked.
Yeah.
I always get in trouble when I tell,
You do that enough times and your wife's just like, okay, so has anyone moved in with each other? Is anyone having a baby? Who got divorced?
yeah.
Then you know, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've been
Nothing
holding a
new.
lot of
But then
info.
you go, well, I never asked.
Yeah.
You never asked them.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I was-
actually a great tip.
I always get in
I never
trouble
asked, even
when
though you know.
I always get in trouble when I like say something out loud that somebody told me to somebody else, but my wife's standing next to me. She's like, why didn't you tell me? Like, I have to hear you telling this person. So and that's when I can find out. That's when I always get in trouble.
Is it like stuff? Give me an example. I'm confused. Is it like stuff that about that person that you should have told her, or like shit about your lives that you've never told her?
It's like nothing I really needed. Nothing that's pressing that I need to tell her.
We got a new golf simulator at the office or something.
Yeah. But the fact that I'm telling somebody else before I told her.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
She's jealous.
It's clicking.
Peanut butter and jealous.
Yeah.
It's clicking now.
Yeah. And it's just
I'm
like,
gonna start withholding information from her just to make her jealous. It's a healthy relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Keep score.
Yeah.
Make her jealous.
Yep. That's all it's all about.
But a new pickup.
That's that was actually
hit a light pole.
that was
Why did you tell me that? Well, you didn't see it on the side of my truck. You didn't ask, you know?
that is when early on when Ann and I were dating, or like we had moved in together and stuff. And just one day she just bought a new car without telling me. And I was kind of like, I feel like I guess it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to say we couldn't. Like it's like you had enough money, you do it. I just feel like I don't know. All the books tell us we're supposed to discuss this stuff. I don't know.
I just feel weird.
These books I didn't read, I guess. I know.
I'm with you.
Then again, I also just decided we were going to build a house and didn't really tell her. So we're kind of even.
You weren't married then yet, though.
That's true. Yeah.
Just felt weird.
So yeah. I got one more question for you guys for this episode. Firing them at you.
All right.
I don't know. You get a lot of hypothetical questions. It's like, if you could do anything in the world, what would you fucking do? Cool question.
Whose voice was that?
Flops.
No, it was like a combination of Ann's voice and Rubber Man's voice kind of combined. Great question, right? Let's spice it up a little bit.
Okay.
If you could do anything in the world we're actually going to take anything illegal out of here. So murders and crimes and all of those things. You can't be doing that. If you could do anything in the world for 10 minutes only, what would you do?
I think I'd make an appearance in the World Series on the mound.
That's a sick one, actually. That's a really good answer.
And 10 minutes could be 3 outs. 10 minutes could be 10 pitches.
So what I would do to prevent myself from giving up too many home runs, I'd walk someone immediately, which, you get four. What's the pitch clock at now?
I don't even know how
20?
many seconds in between. 30, 20 or 30.
So I've used up a minute 20 on one walk, right? And I'm using the whole play clock, and then I'm just picking that one guy off at first the whole time.
That's not a bad
And
idea.
10 minutes is up. You got to pitch in the World Series, but you didn't give up the winning run or anything.
Well, imagine if you picked him off. I mean,
He's like, no way.
better.
There's no way he can try to pick me off 12 times in a row.
Yeah. Okay, he's thrown over 11. I'm gonna steal on the 12th. Oh fuck! You just got me.
Well, or you're gonna eventually in those 12 pickoff, you're gonna have a bad throw. He's gonna steal second. Then you just keep trying to pick him off at second.
Then you just walk the next guy, and then now you have two options to pick off.
Where's he gonna go?
Yeah.
Just walk the bases loaded and just start throwing the ball around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and any change in hitter is that's probably a minute
Oh,
pitch
yeah.
clock.
Yeah, you could
So-
buy enough time to not screw the game up, but still get to pitch in the World Series.
Also, can you pitchers still like look at a ball, and be like, I don't want this one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do a bunch of these and then be like, fuck, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Pick up the fucking powder bag. What is it?
Rosenbag.
Rosin bag. Toss that around a little
Do a
bit.
manager visit.
Manager visit.
Yeah. Call for my own manager. I'll call the catcher. I can call a catcher out.
Yeah.
Yeah, call the catcher out, then go to second base, adjust your nut cup like Eddie Cordado.
Yeah.
He did that. I swear to fucking God.
I can't find it.
I gotta find that. I guess I know what I'm doing tonight. I think I said that last time we talked about it.
I would lather up in pine tar. I'd lather my fucking fingertips up in pine tar.
Just throw ridiculous junk.
Oh God, me going from like their ear hole down to their ankles.
So what I would do if I had 10 minutes, I'm just gonna not count it as illegal. I get a pass.
Yeah, you
somewhere.
came up with the rules.
I know.
So.
And then I started thinking about mine. So 10 minutes is, I obviously would like more time, but I couldn't think of anything else that I'd want to do. What I would like for 10 minutes is to get access to all of the United States government's most top secret files.
You want the book? You want the book?
I want the book.
Yeah.
Let's download it. It's downloadable.
yeah.
You can download it.
Take mental pictures the whole time.
That would be
10
sweet.
minutes to rifle through a thing that has, you'll find out about JFK, you find out about all sorts of
Area 51.
aliens.
Area 51, aliens, what really went on with Watergate.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I'm probably most interested about is the truth behind the Boston molasses disaster. Would love to know if it was an inside job or not. A lot of insurance money getting thrown around in that town. Just saying.
Sticky situation.
But wouldn't that be fascinating?
Very.
That would
That
be
is
wild.
a good one.
And
Like they made a whole movie about it.
yeah, but it's like
it's a
Be like, and then
documentary.
all I'd have to do is just know where to go start digging for the buried treasure.
but it's written like a children's book. So you can you can rifle through each like different event, like super. It's like Go Dogs Go. There's like 4 words per page.
Yeah, it's just a picture of JFK with his head blown off in cartoon form. It's not too graphic.
Red
and it
chip,
just says-
blue chip.
LBJ did it, and then it's the next page.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Now we have clarity.
Yeah, it's got a rhyme though.
Yeah, that would be crazy if the book was a children's book that rhymed.
Roth's children book.
It'd be easier to remember all the facts.
It would be. I think for me, you guys can decide if this counts or not. But I want to go to space and not bullshit space like Strahan upper atmosphere.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean,
Cool that Myles watched that live.
it was pretty cool, even though it was just upper atmosphere.
Yeah,
okay?
but I want to go to
It's
real
not
space.
dog on my guy Strahan.
I mean, he didn't go to space. He went to the upper
I
atmosphere.
also don't remember if I dogged on him for not actually going to space.
Yeah, he wasn't up at 6 a.m.
I
to
don't
watch
remember.
Strahan go in an upper atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah,
So I want to go to real space. Just 10 minutes of being able to look down.
that's about all the time I'd want to spend in space.
Yeah, then you start to panic and realize.
Yeah,
you're
you
in
start
space.
thinking about how the vacuum of space is just right there. The only thing keeping me from it is like this little fucking tinfoil shit. I don't know. You watch the movies. Why are we putting so much tinfoil on spaceships? Capal 13, the budget for tinfoil on that movie had to have been in the millions.
Well, you're even in you're a 6-inch plane of glass away from
Just
freezing
dead.
and exploding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good way to go out.
That would be 10 minutes
be
in
sweet.
space is what I'd like to spend in space.
Yeah, I don't know because you did say in the world, so I don't know.
That is true.
Oh.
Technicality.
Yeah, so I'll
Yeah.
let you guys decide.
We'll allow it.
Okay,
Well, my college buddies claimed that they had been to space multiple times.
upper atmosphere or
No, like a different universe, I think. I never knew what they meant.
Sometimes my wife wears space pants because her ass is out of this world.
Oh.
Tyler, you laughed before you even knew the joke.
I
Or
knew
did you-
because I knew the joke.
Oh, you did?
I-
Okay. Okay. Wait, so you're agreeing with him?
I just laughed at the joke.
What, I can't laugh? No.
What the fuck?
Wait, so you're agreeing
You look at my wife's ass.
I know. I'm looking at her pants.
Technicality. Can't argue with that. It's on the outside.
Ironclad.
Jared, what about you?
Just be on top of Mount Everest for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Just say I've been on top of Mount
Would you
Everest.
fly in or would you
I don't know. I think
just like teleport in?
I think
No.
I'm picturing a teleport.
Yeah, this is a genie situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll put on a jacket, some boots.
I'd like to do the travel to wherever the book is. I'd like to know where it is. So I'm
Smart.
opting out of genie teleportation.
I'm up to
That's fair.
What do you mean by that? Travel to wherever the book is.
Yeah, I said that mine was I'd like to look at the book of secrets that the US government has. I'd like for them to like take me to it. 'Cause I
Gotcha.
imagine it's in some underground bunker.
Sure.
But imagine if you did finagle this, they're going to put the black bag over your head.
Yeah, but also pretty cool.
It's gonna be in a random ass town.
I'd love to appear as if I've been kidnapped.
You know?
I haven't done that.
Well, you're not there to see
Bucket
the
list.
bunker where the book is at. You're there to see the book.
What if we?
Doesn't matter how you get there.
What if they took the thing on my head and I was just in Tyler's bunker?
It's just
He was here the whole fucking time.
I just spin around in a big leather chair. Like, here we are.
I would be pissed.
Or just like in a Barnes and Noble in like Des Moines or something. It's just like
Yeah.
It's
random.
just on a bookshelf. They put it in like natural history. No one wants to read that.
Yeah, or
No.
like the recipe book section.
Yeah.
It's like who's going to Barnes and Noble and looking at recipe books?
Business ethics.
Yeah.
A question for you. 10 minutes is a long time on top of Mount Everest.
Right.
One, what are you gonna do?
Try to survive.
You're not going to enjoy the view?
Well, I think you can
Because
survive.
I think the oxygen level. is
Well,
really
they give
bad,
you a
too.
tank. You got a tank.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
you-
just peruse, take the sights in. Hopefully it's not a blizzard that day.
Well, no, you probably hopefully there's no clouds because
Yeah.
you would just see clouds.
But it's more.
No, you're above them. So you can
That's
see the clouds below you.
Mhm.
Well, that's
Should
what
we-
I'm saying is you would only see clouds.
You'd see the
On a
top.
clear day.
Yeah.
Because I imagine like you're like up there like, fuck,
so
this is
cold.
crazy. This is crazy. Well,
20 seconds.
Yeah, I seen it.
Forgot my phone.
You know, because really, Jared, I think you're gonna find this an empty road because,
There are no roads.
well, what they say is that it's not about the destination. It's not about getting to the peak. It's all about the climb, and you just skipped out on the best part.
It's honestly not about how fast you get there
No.
either.
It's not, yeah, and he's getting there as fast as possible. He's
Instantly.
teleporting. So I think you're actually going to be pretty unfulfilled with this one. So if you want to choose another one, you can.
Well, and also like when you're up there, you're trying to see the view. And it's not really about what's on the other side.
Yeah.
That's true.
What song are you guys quoting?
the
I'm
climb?
not.
Miley Cyrus?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
What are you talking
Okay.
about? There's always going to be another mountain.
Kilimanjaro is taller.
wanna make
It's
it
true.
move.
Mount Everest is marketed better though than
For sure.
Yeah.
Is it Kilimanjaro? or
Yeah,
is it
no one's-
K9.
no
I
one's
think
like-
K9's the one that's taller.
No one's like, what's your Kilimanjaro?
exactly.
No, what's your K2? It's like, what's your Everest?
Yeah.
K9's
What's-
a dog.
What's your, yeah.
named a mountain after a dog.
K2's a weed.
K2 is like an incense, I think, that people used to smoke.
Mm.
Your college buddies.
These were high school buddies I shouldn't have been hanging out with.
Oh, so your college buddies you should have been hanging out with. but you're-
Prequel?
Well, the one was it wasn't. I was with my high school buddies, and then like one of their buddies came with, and he was just a total degen, and he had to stop at Mellow Moods and grab some K2. I think we were going to a basketball game or something.
It sounds like the common denominator with all these groups of friends is you.
Mhm.
Maybe I just gravitate towards it.
Maybe.
Wait, time out. Are we fucking degenerates?
Are we? Yeah, he has his high school buddies, his college buddies, and his work buddies.
He goes to hang out with his college buddies. He's like, yeah, my fucking work buddies.
I don't know. I like to hang around. These guys just seem to be funny.
At
High
least
school
they-
buddies, college buddies, they're all funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's like some of the funniest people in the world are on the construction site. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean they're not a complete degenerate.
Yeah.
You got some fun facts for us, Jared?
I do. The cold. I got a hot and cold fact.
Hey, all right.
The coldest temperature ever recorded occurred in Antarctica, minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit. in 2018.
What was the wind
I
chill?
gotta know what the wind chill was. Gotta foresee those questions, Jared.
Jared, that's
I mean, now it feels like you're doing a bit like you're not foreseeing questions on purpose almost.
Jared, that's when you say that was with the wind chill.
Well, no,
I'm not
because
a
I feel
liar,
like it's
though.
been negative 28 here before.
Negative
No,
128.
negative 128.
A
Oh,
little colder.
oh my God.
Fuck, crazy, man.
So I'm
It
thinking,
wouldn't be so bad though if it weren't for the wind.
I'm thinking it's like negative 200 with the wind chill.
Yeah, at least.
Or if I can do a quick. That's research.
I just slap on a Sitka, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hot hands.
Like, can you even like build a shelter and like with it insulated and heated? Like, would a heater be able to keep up with it being 128 degrees outside?
I think you'd have to have a completely protected room.
Maybe a
with
sauna.
a fire. Yeah, I think it would have. It couldn't be electrical. That would freeze up.
Yeah, you'd have to have a fire going.
Yeah, a fire or maybe gas. Maybe gas would be fine. I don't know.
Yeah, like natural gas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The hottest temperature ever recorded occurred in Furnace Creek, Death Valley.
You got the death stare, Ryan.
You just went through the Death Valley.
I mean, I foresaw what fact you were going to put out there.
Is that the fact you had too?
No, but I knew the hottest temp was Death
I'm
Valley.
the fact guy. You're not the fact guy. This is my thing.
This stat is wrong, by the way, because it's now the second hottest temperature ever recorded. The hottest is the tension between you two right now.
That is true.
I have no tension right now at all.
Jared's gonna slash your brake line.
Yeah. Stay away from my back end.
Jared, before Ryan rudely interrupted, what was the actual final number?
134 degrees Fahrenheit on July 10th, 1913. Back when they wore wool.
Ugh.
Jesus.
I wasn't going to ask the question of what they wear.
Okay.
Did they have AC yet?
1913?
Not
How
unlikely.
did you know that though?
Yeah.
Or you may be lying.
Yeah, so I mean, you just have to, it's like when, it's an evac situation, right? Like hurricanes come and you evac. If it's going to be that hot and you don't have AC, you got to just get out of there.
Or shade.
All right, Jared, you're in the clear.
But if you're in the desert.
AC invented July 17th, 1902.
That'd be funny. It was the day after.
Yeah. It's like nothing's more motivating than people dying of heat stroke.
That's all I got.
All right, Jared. Well, thank you for your facts. Your facts,
Mm-hmm. Not right.
not Ryan's.
When did you say the heat wave was?
1913.
Okay, AC was invented in 1902.
That's what he said.
Sorry, I was focused on Googling it and not listening to you talk. I was reading about it.
Fuck.
We were doing so good, guys.
The AC.
Now we're just
Perfect
fucking
episode.
limping up to the finish
The first
line.
AC was basically a box of ice
We're
with
like
a fan.
right now we're like those marathon runners that do the fucking crab walk and their muscles shut down and they can't get across the finish
And our
line.
nips are bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like Andy Bernard running a 5K right now. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the You Betcha Radio podcast. May you get made fun of on the job site, and may your Everest be Everest. See what I did there?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Chili feet, getting spicy, feel the heat. Grilling now while dust kicks up our feet. Bullied on the job site, just wanna breathe. Grab a beer, man, and steal a moment's reprieve. Velcro beats laces, don't wanna struggle. Flip you the bird when life's in a mud. 27 holes, swinging clubs so right. Living like LBJ through golf course nights. Mount Everest dreams in our hometown lives. Picking our nose when nobody but the sky. Talking about exes with sage advice. 90s country tunes light up the fireflies. Velcro beats laces, don't wanna struggle. Flip you the bird when life's in a mud. 27 holes, swinging clubs so right. Living like LBJ through golf course nights. Mount Everest dreams in our hometown lives. Picking our nose with nobody but the sky. Talking about exes with sage advice. 90s country tunes light up the fireflies. Velcro beats laces, don't wanna struggle. Flip you the bird when life's in a mud. 27 holes, swinging clubs so right. Living like LBJ through golf course nights. Raise a flag on Everest in our minds. Driving beat-up trucks to the chili feed times. Laughing about exes, didn't need them anyhow. Or wild horses you can't fence down. Velcro beats laces, don't wanna struggle. Flip you the bird when life's in a mud. 27 holes, swinging clubs so right. Living like LBJ through golf course nights. Living like LBJ through golf course nights. Raised a flag on Everest in our minds. Driving beat-up trucks to the chili feed times. Laughing about exes, didn't need them anyhow. Or wild horses you can't fence down. Velcro beats laces, don't wanna struggle. Flip you the bird when life's in a mud. 27 holes, swinging clubs so right. Living like LBJ through golf course nights. LBJ through golf course nights.
Okay, here's the next one. I think it's a longer one, so I can pause it whenever. What is the laziest thing you've witnessed your husband doing?
When I first met Myles, he lived in a condo. And this is when he first started his YouTube or his You Betcha videos. And he made a beer chicken crock pot recipe.
Pause it.
But then
She butchered it. She butchered it. It was called crack chicken, okay? Beer crack chicken. So
regardless, it was still made in a crock pot.
you want to know the recipe actually? So when I was a trainer, people's trainer, one of my old gals named Bev gave me a recipe, and it was literally a stick of butter, chicken in a crock pot, and beer. 1 can of beer.
Huh?
And
Like
that was it.
there was no cheese.
I think you could add it later, but yeah, that was it.
No wonder she was going to personal training. Fuck.
Yeah, stick of butter.
Macros.
Anyways, continue on.
he didn't clean it out afterwards.
Oh,
And then he put it in, but then it like sat on the counter for like a week or so. And then he like didn't want to clean it out. So he put it in the
pause
garage.
it. It was way longer than a week. Like it may have sat there for a year.
On the counter?
Maybe 6. It was a long time.
Holy
Because
shit,
I know what
Miles.
she's about to say. And you don't get that type of damage in 1 week.
No. You don't.
Continue on.
And then it sat in the garage for months.
Did you guys live together?
Garage, yeah.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Like we weren't at the point where like I was gonna like do anything with
Yeah.
it. I didn't feel like he lived with other people and like so I wasn't gonna like clean or do any of that kind of stuff. And also like clean up after yourself, right? So like he
Okay. Oh, sorry, I was busy building a fucking company. So you can live in a nice house and take care of our kid while I grind all day. Sorry, I didn't clean up after myself. Sorry.
I like how you were talking to her on.
Oh yeah, I hope she listens to this.
Really sat in the garage for months. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
And then when they
Science
moved,
experiment.
and then when they moved out, I'm not kidding you. There was like,
Did he just
maggots,
throw it away?
Maggots or mold? Is
no.
maggots a thing? I don't
It's
know.
like
They were like
worms, like baby
yeah,
flies.
Yeah. Mhm.
Larva.
Yeah. So then they took like that place was so bad. They like took stuff to the dump. They just put it into the thing to go to the dump.
That's
It was
fucking
so
nasty, dude.
Dang.
Pause it. Dude. When we moved out of that apartment, the fridge smelled so bad that me and my brother had to take t-shirts and wrap them around our face tight, acting as a mask. So that we could clean out the fridge for the next.
So you were using the fridge though?
Well, yeah, it was kind of one of those situations where you had to know where everything was in the fridge before you opened it. Because once you
Jesus.
open it, grab it, and then close it really fast because it smelled so bad.
Oh my god.
A little bit of baking soda, you're good.
And yeah, dude, it was disgusting. I don't think I'd ever seen maggots like that before in my life.
Oh.
So it was maggots. It wasn't just mold.
It was maggots for sure. Yeah, I could have started a worm store called I Got Worms.
You should have wax worms.
Yeah. Could have brought them out on the ice.
Yeah, that crock pot just went right in the garbage. There's
Anyone
There's no saving
There's
that.
no saving that once you got maggots. So
To avoid the dishes.
Yeah. Seriously, you can't just like clean out a simple.
Was the recipe
bowl.
good? I've
Busy.
got one for Ryan, and that hopefully this one doesn't get me in trouble. But in college, he lived in this really shitty little house, and they had so many guys crammed in this house that Ryan's room was like this unfinished basement. Did not have egress. It was definitely like not a legal bedroom. It was just like a concrete cinder block room.
So if there's a fire, he'd be dead.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
And that house would have caught on fire and
Oh,
burned
no.
fast. Like it was so old
when
and
you're
janky.
burning like his buddies.
yeah, so
But it was just
trying to
this,
work
like,
a
little
joke.
That was a
concrete
different house.
room and then the utility room, whatever. And so obviously there wasn't a bathroom down there, whatever. So in the middle of the night, if he got up, and you're going out a lot in college, so you wake up and you got to pee.
Mhm.
Naturally.
He would just like go in the utility room and pee down the drain.
That is smart. I don't know what.
But like,
Why does that deserve so many giggles?
His house
That's
was
just
not nice. So like that was like not the
Right.
slightest concern.
Right. There was bigger concerns
Yeah.
than pee in the utility drain.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's like
god.
during the Civil War. It's super old. Yeah.
Oh
Pause
god.
it's actually kind of confusing when you talk on the video. I think you're talking right now.
Oh, sorry.
No,
No,
that's not your fault.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say.
Wait, was that a recording or did you just say that right now?
It's definitely
for Meg.
lazy, but I don't blame you one bit.
I wasn't gonna walk
Yeah.
upstairs.
That's not lazy in my mind. That's just being smart.
If you guys would have saw this basement, like, okay, so like my room was separated with, I don't know, just a makeshift door, a wall, and like, I don't know, it was like that paneling behind Tyler's head
Yeah.
that was like on the walls. Open the door, laundry room, fucking straight concrete. I mean, there's a floor drain right there.
Would you at least
Naturally,
like?
I'm just gonna
would
piss
you,
in that.
Would you at least like run some water down the drain once in a while? Or no?
Yeah, I like
Vinegar.
maybe once a week I just like spray a bottle of water down there or something. But you know,
Hot water.
I don't know what. Maybe it was. There was like a pipe draining from something down there.
Yeah,
so there was
yeah, yeah.
always
Like a
water
washer or
trickling to.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of those drains in my house growing up.
Yeah. I mean, fuck.
That's
if I had to
actually
piss,
what's really smart. I fucking should have done that as a kid. So I was running upstairs.
I mean,
We didn't,
to
have,
me,
we
it
didn't have a
was-
bathroom in the basement. I should have just been pissing in there.
Time you can't get back.
Yeah.
Fuck, imagine where I'd be
You might have time.
if I had that extra time.
You might have had time to clean that crock pot.
I could have maybe. I just imagine though if my mom walked downstairs and saw me pissing in the drain. Oh my god, Armageddon! Armageddon!
Yeah. I don't know.
Stop being. I can't stop once I start. It stings. Guys, if you want more You Betcha Radio, you got to check out our Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/You Betcha Radio or look us up on the app, and we have hundreds of hours of other episodes on there that you can't get unless you're signed up. So you got to check us out on Patreon. You Betcha Radio, baby.